from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for January 2022. So of course, we're coming into a brand new year. We have a clean slate to work with, and January being the very first month of this Gregorian calendar sets us up for new beginnings. This is a beautiful energy because of course 2022 is the year of building, of creating, of nurturing ourselves, our relationships, our skills and our talents, and our mind, body, and soul. When we take the numerological value of 2022 and we add in the very first month of January, we have a beautiful, beautiful vibration of number 7. 7 is the focus on how it is that we're sharing ourselves with other people. Yes, we can definitely focus on our relationships, our friendships, our business partnerships, but mostly it's how we're changing and transforming ourselves to show up in the world, to associate, to integrate, to share our views, our opinions, our skills, our talents, our energy with the world around us. So with this kind of undertone of our relationships being the first major focus in January, we are using Mercury moving into Aquarius right out of the gate on the same day as the new moon in Capricorn as a foundational building block on our mindset. Our mindset is very important coming into 2022. Whether or not we are going to be successful or totally defeated is dependent on your mindset, on your perspective, on your inner narrative. We get off to a great start with Mercury moving into Aquarius and the new moon in Capricorn because we're thinking long term, but we're also freeing ourselves from some of the limiting, kind of negative Nancy narratives that we've been holding on to. This is going to be an electric kind of energy, a buzz, an excitement, a hypersensitive energy that we can really wrap our mind space around in order to get going and seeing what it is that we want to build in this very first month of 2022. We're really not going to get started until the 9th when we have our very first quarter moon in Aries. This is typically a time at the first quarter moon where we take action, especially on the new intentions, the new seeds that we planted under the new moon energy. Having the first quarter moon in Aries in this very first month of this brand new year is definitely setting the tone for the rest of the year because Mars, Aries ruler, rules over our physical energy, our drive, our passion, the aggression that we need to go after what it is that we want, need, and desire. We're definitely getting off to the right foot with the right kind of energy, the right kind of mindset, the right kind of actions in order to really kind of set the foundation down of what it is that we're going to be pouring our physical energy into in order to create new foundations and, of course, a brand new reality. We do have Mercury going retrograde though, and again, definitely check out the 2022 energy forecast where I go a little bit more in depth about the Mercury retrogrades that we will be having throughout the year. They all start in air signs. They all go direct in earth signs. This should be a huge indicator to us that there's going to be a lot of thinking, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new information that we have to process, that we have to revisit, that we have to revise and re-edit our plans about. And then when Mercury sneaks back into those earth signs, we're going to get a beautiful window of opportunity to reorganize, restructure our physical realms in order to align with the new vision, with the new information, with the new ideas that will definitely be downloaded with during Mercury's retrograde. We have Uranus going direct on the 18th. This is definitely going to give us another push in order to reorganize, restructure our physical realms. Anytime we have a planet coming out of a retrograde and going direct, we feel that burst of energy. We feel that push forward. And of course, Uranus has been in Taurus. And while retrograde, we've definitely seen where it is that we're going to have to make some edits, some revisions to our physical realms. This has really sent a jolt, a shakeup, a wake up, where our relationships are concerned, our money matters are concerned, our physical realms, the safety, the security, the freedom that we are experiencing. And now that Uranus will be going direct, there is going to be a sudden shift forward where we free ourselves, we liberate ourselves, where we even rebel a little bit in order to align with the new ideas, the new vision that we have for our realities as we move forward. The biggest deal, though, on the same day that Uranus goes direct, is the true nodes actually shift out of that Gemini-Sagittarius axis that we've been experiencing for the last 18 months. And we're now moving into the next chapter of learning lessons and life lessons with the Taurus and Scorpio axis. We are definitely going to feel this shift as well. We can definitely take the cues, the hints from the global grand collective stage that we're all playing humanity's little life experiment out on. But you're going to be feeling this in your own life, in your own individual path as well. Depending on where Taurus and Scorpio energy shows up in your birth chart, that is likely going to be the major tough love life lesson for you over the next 18 months. This all happens right before the sun moves out of Capricorn season and launches us into Aquarius season. Aquarius season is very bright. It's very big. It's very bold. Why? Because we're thinking long term. Yes, that long term energy, that foundational energy was kind of created in Capricorn season, but we had our blinders on. We were only sticking to the nitty gritty details of the foundation that needed to be built. Now we get to push those ideas in Aquarian energy. Aquarian energy rules over the mental plane. It's a higher intellect. It's where we receive divine messages, visions, dreams, and where it is that we kind of have to mull over that and compare it to our down-to-earth plans that we made in Capricorn season and really push the boundaries, think outside of the box, really push ourselves to kind of free ourselves from the confines, from the restrictions, from the parameters and boundaries that we would have set for ourselves in Capricorn season, where our long-term dreams are concerned. And this Aquarian energy is really going to kind of zap us with beautiful, brilliant ideas, with moments of genius, aha moments that are going to change the game, not only for us in this present moment, but how it is that we actually proceed forward in bringing some of these elements to life. We are going to get a huge energy supporting us to make some major changes, take some major actions in our realm on the 24th, when Mars, the ruler of our physical energy, our drive, our passion, our will, our desires, and our aggression and anger, when need be, moves into Capricorn, the earth energy, the long-term plan. We have ideas, we have visions, we have goals, we are ambitious, we are ready to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty if it means that we actually are able to change our physical realms and start living a reality in alignment to our new ideals, to our new worth, to our new values. Mars in Capricorn is highly productive. This is the workhorse energy that we need, especially in the very first month of this brand new year, in order to reorganize and restructure our relationships, our money matters, our routines, our daily habits, in order to align with the big picture that we're now holding very strong in our mind's eye, so that we can break it down into manageable pieces that we can actually accomplish and see the rewards for our efforts. This is going to be a huge burst of energy taking us into the very first kind of chapters of 2022. And we're definitely going to get the party started in all the right ways. We have that last quarter moon taking place in Scorpio on the 25th, on the same day that Mercury retrogrades back into Capricorn energy. So this is going to be amazing because last quarter moons are kind of like a crisis point in our consciousness. We usually get new information revealed to us. We usually have to kind of revise our plans. There is this moment, this pressurized intensity that makes us feel like we have to take action. And because this is happening the day after Mars moves into Capricorn, we're going to feel this intense urgency to actually make a change, to actually transform our physical realms to what it is that we have been dreaming about. This last quarter moon in Scorpio there, it's deep. There's a lot of shadow work that's going to come up for us, a lot to do with the limiting beliefs that we should have shed at the beginning of the month when Mercury moved into Aquarius. But of course, Mercury is retrograde, right? So just when we came into the month, thinking bigger, thinking brighter, kind of freeing ourselves and rebelling against the old narratives that we had for ourselves, once Mercury goes retrograde, we kind of lose that. We have to retrace our steps. We have to go back and kind of, revisit some things. And sometimes in doing that, we lose that lackluster to actually push ourselves forward and keep our minds wide open. The Scorpio energy is looking for a deep transformation, starting on the psyche, on the heart space, on the soul space, so that we can get our shit together in alignment within ourselves. Because of course, that has to be in check before we're going to start seeing anything manifest in our physical realms. And the fact that this last quarter moon is taking place in Scorpio on the same day that Mercury creeps back into Capricorn, you best believe that we're going to get an opportunity to take a good look at the changes that we would have already made in our physical realms. We have to kind of take stock like, is this such a good idea? Because now I have more information and details revealed to me that, you know what, I might want to detour and take my plans this way. It is going to be a time to re-edit. It is going to be a time to revise our long-term plans because things are happening at an accelerated rate. It might not take us as long as we initially thought to actually bring some of these elements to life, which of course opens a space on what are we going to do now? How can we better this process? How can we refine what it is that we've already changed within ourselves and of course within our physical realms? And we're going to get a huge indicator from the universe on the 29th that now we have some work to do. Why is that? Because Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and happiness and joy and pleasure and worth and value, is going direct at 11 degrees in Capricorn. Now, she has been retrograde. She has been in the depths of her darkness. She has been stripping away her ego, her identity, the falsehoods that she's had because of the conditioning. She had to go down to the depths of her darkness in order to figure out what is actually worth her time, energy, and love. Many relationships have fallen apart because Venus, while in a retrograde, has figured out, guess what? This doesn't make me happy anymore. This isn't supporting me anymore. This isn't encouraging me to move forward. We're on different pages now. This isn't sparking joy in me. And of course, when we do the inner work, the inner shadow work needed, we find a new worth in ourselves. We find a new value in ourselves. And if we are not getting that reciprocal energy given to us by the people that we deem to be of value, then they gotta go. Same with money matters. Venus rules over worth and value, yes, within ourselves, but we get mirrored where it is that we're at in our own self-love journey by the money that we actually make. There's an upgrade going on. And now that Venus is going to be moving direct, all of these aha moments, all of this inventory that we've been doing within ourselves, all of this reorganization of our own worth, of our own value, of the skills and talents that we have not been using to the best of our ability to create the outcome and the income that we deserve, that is going to change. Now that Venus is going to go direct, we're going to get the green light go ahead to actually rearrange, restructure, reorganize our relationships, our own worth, our own value, our money matters, our long-term plans and goals. And of course, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn at this particular time is giving us a totally different perspective to work with, because now we're getting down to the very fine details of who it is that we are, who it is we need to be in order to have the kind of life, the kind of reality that we have been praying for, dreaming of, and looking to manifest. So overall, January is a very good start to this very, very abundant year of yes, change, of yes, adjustment, but of blessings upon blessings. We are getting grounded. We are getting situated. We are getting in alignment with our higher selves and the higher realms in which we desire to live in. So again, coming into the month, get your mind right.